Yeah. We are here back once again, not the experts. I am Titus. That is my man Levi in the building. Football is in session, Levi. Season is underway. This is our peak time. This is like when we really shine.
Yes.
We get to talk about this nonsense sport that we love so much. And we have a new game today. We have a brand new game. And to intro it, I just want to start off by asking you a question, Levi. You ready for this?
Hit me with it.
Tua Tagovailoa. Good?
Yes.
That's the right answer. I think that's the right answer. Deep ball he slung? Oh, you do remember how to do that, don't you, Tua? Because you seem like you forgot for a little bit, but you do remember. Now, I do want to say the Ravens defense was down everyone in that secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen so many confused faces on one play. The one Tyreek Hill touchdown that tied up everyone, the whole secondary was talking to each other like, yo, none of y'all knew what to do? Because all y'all did the wrong thing. How all y'all do the wrong thing at the same time? But man, that's what you want to see, bro. They get you. You got this. You got the weapons. Everyone knows your weapons are good. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill are monsters. Everyone knows that. Feed them, and he fed them. Fed them well. I think Jalen Waddle had 170. Tyreek had 193, something like that.
No, they both had 9 receptions. One of them had 171 yards, and I think the other had 172. And they both had 2 touchdowns. So it's literally just a yard difference.
That game was insane. That was a monster performance, a fun game, a real bird moment for the Ravens. Ravens had a real bird moment in that game. So yeah, Tua 469 yards, 9 yards per pass, 36 for 50, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks. I didn't see the picks. How bad were they? Were they Tua picks?
I actually haven't seen the picks either. I know they were early in the game. So yeah, they may have been Tua picks. Which Tua picks is special. Tua picks usually happen because see, that's the thing. This what's so crazy to me about the whole Tua deep ball thing is my argument since day one being in college is the one downfall of Tua was his patience in the pocket, as in my guy loved to hold on all the way until he could at the last second because he was waiting for the deep route, to fully progress. Right. He was just waiting for that window open. He always wanted to go deep with it. So, usually 2 interceptions, that's how they happen. Or, a nice bounce off the hands or from the receiver. But, just go press a little deeper, though, with the Tua thing. Titus, really, I'm honestly jealous and I'm angry at myself. I'm jealous that you angry at myself for not putting the Miami Dolphins in my Super Bowl prediction because I've been a firm believer in this team. I've been a firm believer in Tua, and I don't know why I went against myself not putting them there. But dude, this is exactly what I pretty much expected. And this is what could easily happen is because just looking back at his college days, it was a NFL pro type of schematics they're drawing up under Steve Sarkisian. He was throwing it to 4 NFL wide receivers. He knows how to spread the ball around. He knows how to read opposing defenses. He knows how to, make checks. I mean, he knows how to do everything. He's not going to wow you with anything except for his, his accuracy, but that's kind of the least wow factor people really talk about a lot of times. So, that's why, because, Herbert is more flashy, but my thing is Herbert made too many mental mistakes in college, but he's actually way better than I thought he would ever be right now in the NFL. But, just the comparison of those other guys in his draft class, we're seeing cream of the crop Tua here. What we all
Herbert's a testament. Expected. NFL Herbert is a testament to, wow, your college coach really sucked, huh? That's what he is. I didn't see this. I was watching the college, I don't get it. Because we were in college, I don't get it. I don't understand why we like him so much. And I was like, oh, your coach was bad. Understood.
Yeah. But it's one of those, I kind of thought of Herbert as like Darnold and all these other guys who come out of the West Coast who really hardly did anything in college, but they just stay, on top of everybody's draft board pretty much from their high school recruiting days.
Yeah.
And they throw double-digit interceptions every year in their career. So you got like the Sam Darnolds and these other guys out here floating around. And so I didn't think Herbert would be able to, mitigate his tendency to turn the ball over.
Yeah, and it was specifically like a what's it called thing? What's that school called? A
USC
thing.
It's a USC thing.
Yeah, USC quarterbacks was lying for a minute. The next question I have to ask you, Levi. I'll open this one with a quote. Shout out to Jordan Reed. One of the greatest scouting report one-liners ever about this player. He runs like a toddler that just stole their parents' phone. And of course, I'm talking about one Kyler Murray. Levi.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So, yes, Kyler Murray is good. But when you want to get into the weeds of it, I guess when you want to make separate greatness from goodness, or you just ask the question, can you win a Super Bowl with that guy? And I feel like everything has to go perfect for you to win a Super Bowl with Kyler Murray. I think he's good. But is he great? Is he top tier Super Bowl quality? I don't know. I mean, if you put Kyler Murray and, the San Francisco 49ers from a couple of years ago, then, yeah, they're fine. But, everything just has to go perfectly. And the thing is, though, that Kyler is kind of playing in a system he wants to play in, though. Kind of give him the sticks, literally, the analog sticks, and let him run around and go Madden with it.
He is a joystick.
Yeah.
He's absolutely
he is.
That 2-point conversion yesterday made no sense. I was like, he's not gonna get that, right? He's gonna get that. Oh, okay. Shout out to the pass coverage, by the way, because it must have been immaculate in that back. Because they only sent like 2 people at him. They sent 2 people and no one was open. He's like, okay, I'll figure something out. But no.
Did he run like 80 yards on that play?
He did.
Yeah.
He had a deep ball I saw that Mina retweeted today. I'm like, oh.
Bro, one of the greatest plays I've seen ever by a quarterback was what was it 2 years ago or last year when he threw on that run, that game-winning touchdown? The arm strength is ridiculous, dude.
It is. You can see why he was a baseball prospect for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it's also the element of like he's so good at the wow plays, but it's just the other stuff. It's like he just messes up some basic stuff sometimes. Like you're so good at wow. You're not. Sometimes you just screw up regular things. But he's so exciting. Like he's gonna get a lot of love because he's just such an exciting player to watch. But he avoided the 0-2. He avoided the 0-2 hole, and I want him to say right now he's good. His leading receiver yesterday was Zach Ertz, by the way.
They're reviving Zach Ertz's career.
man, 75 yards. Yeah, 75. He was the leading receiver 75 yards today. He's did a lot with just okayness because until they get DeAndre back, that receiving core is like, because we all know Hollywood Brown's not a number one for real.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a fight for that receiving core, but that performance yesterday I was like, okay, Kyler got it. Let's keep it moving here. The Cincinnati Bengals are dropped to 0-2, Levi. They dropped to 0-2. They somehow reshuffled the entire O-line and still lost, and still Joe Burrow's getting sacked a bunch. The Cowboys won a game in the week. Jerry Jones threw everyone under the bus and said CeeDee Lamb needs to go catch passes even though he's being double teamed. Did you see that he said that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jerry was like, I mean, the reason can't be him being double teamed. You just got to go, get it even though you're double teamed. Yeah, if that's how football works, Jerry. You've been around 800 years. You should know that. You should know that's not how this works. What's your point? Mike McCarthy threw Kellen Moore under the bus this week as well. Everyone's getting thrown. The bus was being driven over everybody in Dallas. Kellen Moore said Mike McCarthy needs to call smarter plays. Like, who are you? I'm gonna tell Aaron you said that. He gonna laugh. He gonna laugh at you, Mike.
Sean Payton's gonna be in Dallas next year.
He is so excited.
Oh,
Sean's on TV looking like he's ready for the job right now.
He's so bad at it, dude. He's so bad. Like, I only saw him for 10 minutes, and it was after the last game or whatever. And you can tell the other 2 guys, I can't even remember who was on the panel with him, but you can see it and just feel it. They're like, dude, hurry up. We got things to go to. And John Payton's like taking all the time in the world just to find his words and what he wants to say. And still, he barely said anything.
It makes you wonder how long him and Drew Brees' quarterback meetings must have gone, because Drew Brees is also terrible at television.
Yes.
The quarterback meetings had to be awful.
I feel like they're probably those dudes that could just like look at each other and they're just like telepathically talking to each other. Just they just sit there and stare and nod. Yeah.
So this is a 2-pronged question, Levi. One about the Bengals and one about the Cowboys. We'll start with the Cowboys. Cooper Rush is now 2-0 as a starter, and as is football, and football's weird. There's now the Cooper Rush eye emojis. Cooper Rush getting eye emojis because he's 2-0 as a starter. Cooper Rush.
I mean, good? Not as a starter though. Technically 1-0.
Oh, he didn't start another game. I thought
isn't this because last week Dak started.
No, but he got hurt. Remember, Dak got hurt last year, remember?
Oh, you're talking about from last year. Okay, my bad, dude. I thought you were talking about this season too. My bad, bro. Dude, this is crazy. Like, I mean, no, Cooper Rush isn't good. I mean,
no, I agree. I feel like it's football. Some people do that thing. It's like, I don't know. Look, he's producing. He's producing pretty well. I don't know. You know how football is, but no, I agree. He's not good. I think we can leave right there. Now, on to the Cincinnati Bengals side. Oh, you did.
That line they dropped in the highlights. Oh, yeah. They were like, Cooper Rush, oddly impressive in this game.
Oddly impressive is such an insult. You know what's funny? I thought you said Cooper Cup. That's why I didn't. I think I responded. I thought you said Cooper Cup for a second.
Oh,
I was like, they were still doing that Cooper Cup, and now I forgot Cooper Rush. The Bengals sideline. They won the Super Bowl last year. The head coach got an extension. His name is Zac Taylor, and I saw him, and he had that same regional manager face on, and I was like, Zac Taylor, good.
No, it wasn't Zac Taylor, an offensive lineman.
I have no idea.
All right, I'm about to look this up.
Let's find this out.
If Zac Taylor was a former NFL offensive lineman, like I thought he is this whole time, the dude's terrible because the O-line was bad last year. But then you could say, oh, well, they didn't really put any resources to it. They haven't drafted anybody. They didn't put money in it. And then this year they reshape it, and it's actually worse than it was the year before. I'm probably totally wrong on this, though.
Let me see if he was in college. His pro career didn't lead to anything. No, he was a quarterback apparently.
Oh. No, I mean, no, I don't think Zac Taylor's good.
Yeah. He might be the case of you should have fired the coach even though you made the Super Bowl. Because like I know you can't in a way, but like it was a real in spite of him movement last year on that team. And
yeah, but to be fair, wasn't last year like his second year or first year?
I think it was the second. I think it was the second year.
Yeah.
But his face during games doesn't give me I know what I'm doing. It does it. I see it and I just hear Michael Scott saying things in my head. Which is saying a lot because my head coach is Nick Sirianni. So I'm saying a lot right there. I gotta see that. I've seen that video of Miles Sanders and God, who was it? One of our guys doing a competition. We're doing a guessing game with who were they trying to be in the locker room, and somebody did Landon Dickerson, the former Alabama center.
Oh, really?
It was mad funny.
Yeah, send me that. I want to see that.
Video because they got it immediately.
Is Landon starting for y'all?
He gets in. He doesn't start because Kelsey's still there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget about that. He's just a good energy guy. I mean, he's one of those like everybody in the locker room at Alabama like just adored him, and he's always got like the energy. Just seems like a happy-go-lucky type of guy.
Right. Yeah. The Jacksonville Jaguars moved to 1-1. They continued their streak over the Indianapolis Colts in Jacksonville, an 8-game winning streak. They have beaten them 8 times in a row and shut them out 3 times since 2017, Levi. 3 times. Trevor Lawrence looked like an NFL quarterback for maybe the second time in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence. Good.
Can I say the jury is still out on Trevor Lawrence?
Can't declare the jury still being out.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. I don't. I have no idea what to do with this. I do think Trayvon Walker is good, though.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
That guy. For somebody who I don't remember doing anything at Georgia to be number one pick, some of the stuff I've seen, I've said, like the interception he had in week 1, I said, you do what? How'd you do that? You're not supposed to do that. So he's good. Him and Josh Allen, the other Josh Allen, are going to be monsters as a duo on the line. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence, maybe we'll see.
He's another one of those guys. So, I mean, I really barely watched any Trevor Lawrence. I mean, I probably watched a full quarter of a NFL Trevor Lawrence in his career so far. So I don't know really how much to judge on. Mainly, I'm getting secondhand information, but it basically seems like he hasn't progressed from college, where in college he had elite wideouts and they had a very specific type of scheme to where he really only had 2 reads at max to make, or it was go make a play. But usually those 2 reads were open because they had freaks at wideout, like Ross, Higgins, some other guys. So, yeah, I mean, apparently he still really he's not working through his progressions like he should be. So that's what they say.
Curious. Yeah, like we gave him a pass last year because of the Urban Meyer thing. This year was like, even week 1, like, I don't know, Trevor. I don't know, bro. I'm not sure. Who do you have anybody nominees for this game that you would like to ask me about? Yes, talk to me.
Yeah, I got 2. I got 1 for sure. Maybe the second one will pop back over my head, but Titus.
Yes.
Mac Jones.
I had that one, but I saved it for you to ask me.
Is Mac Jones good, Titus?
Yeah. I don't know. This is the thing, right? I feel like if the standard is elite, I don't know if he can be that. And that's okay because he can still be a good quarterback for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still be serviceable and keep a job. So I do think he's okay. I think he's getting there though. And I do want him to have better coordinators because I don't believe in Matt Patricia at anything in football. Like
no.
Like Matt Patricia tell me about the Super Bowl play that he for the defense that he called against the Seahawks in that Super Bowl, and I was looking at him like, I still don't think you know what you're doing though. For some reason, I just don't think you know what you're doing. Something about you just doesn't make me trust you. You know?
Yeah.
But no, I do think Max. I think Max alright. I think Mac alright.
Yeah.
I think he got a little too much hype last year because of the fact that QB classes looked dreadful for a large part of the season. They couldn't let everybody look. They couldn't downplay everybody. Somebody had to get some credit. I think that's what happened last year. But he alright though. Shout out to Aguilar, by the way, for catching passes.
Yeah. So that Patriots offense, it's not a home run hitting offense. They're just gonna do what they do. They're gonna inch it up the field and just try to wear you down and take a lot of the time of possession.
Right.
But a lot of the conversations I've heard circulating around Mac Jones, especially after yesterday, and mainly among like some Patriot fans or faithfuls, the main question is Mac the guy? You know, is Mac the guy you can take, like you said, for 10 years? Can he be a good quarterback? And a lot of them are like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And they start talking about him out of pocket. And I'm like, dude, he is not an out of pocket passer. You got to keep him in the pocket. But when he's in the pocket, he's accurate and he's going to stand in. He's going to make the right reads. And most of the time, he's going to deliver a good ball like for your receivers. Is he spectacular? Is he great? Is he elite? Right. No. And the only way he'll ever become elite is if he just like the accuracy is just spot on every time.
Yeah, that's the thing with being a mobile quarterback, and especially how fast the league is getting now. It's why like everybody's basically a little bit mobile now, right? Because like it's so fast in the league. But if you're not gonna be mobile, your accuracy's got to be on point.
Yes, exactly.
You have such little room for error.
But I think the potential's there for it. I'm not saying he's there now. I think the potential is there, but it has kind of frustrated me just hearing these people talk about it. I'm like, did you really think Mac was going to make plays outside of the pocket for you?
Running bootlegs.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
And he can, I mean, the dude still is a terrible slider. I mean, he scrambled a couple times and got a couple first downs yesterday, but the slides make you think he's about to pop his knee out.
He does slide awkwardly. I forgot
He
about that.
he really
Really awkward
does.
slide. It's like, yo, do you want a torn ACL? Like, you just want one for fun?
Yeah,
What's wrong with
but I think he's
he sounds like
good.
his middle name is McCorkle for sure.
Yeah,
He does sound like his middle name is McCorkle for
yeah,
sure.
he does. He does. Everything about him screams McCorkle.
It does.
Yeah.
I already did the gritty yesterday. I already broke out a gritty and it wasn't terrible. I didn't see it though.
Oh, well, you didn't see his gritty from last year?
I heard it wasn't bad. Was it bad? It wasn't bad, right?
No, I thought it was all right. I mean, it's not great.
I heard it wasn't bad for him.
I think more people were it was a big talking point because people were just surprised in general he could break it out.
Yeah. It's pretty, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
I did have somebody else. Who was it? Let me think. Oh, I mean, do we want to go? Is Jimmy G good?
Yeah, we can. Jimmy G he's Jimmy C. You know what that is? Jimmy consistent. He's gonna give you what Jimmy gonna give you what Jimmy can give you.
Yeah.
No more, no less. It's just gonna be Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything goes well, you might almost win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You might even almost make another one until he throws the ball with his eyes closed in Aaron Donald's arms and flings it around in a circle. Like, that's what Jimmy's gonna give you. But I think it's weird. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the 49ers do from here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go into year 3 of still not knowing what to do with Trey. And I do feel like it does feel microwavy, right? Where it's like, okay, year 1, you didn't plan on him starting anyway. That's fine. This was supposed to be his year to start. He didn't seem to be impressive in camp from what everyone was hearing, right? I don't think anyone would say he was looking good in camp at all.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem like the biggest. It didn't seem. I mean, you seemed confident because you had to be. You knew it's like you had to start him because it was year 2, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know what they do next year because next year's quarterback class is kind of nice, and if you can get one of those guys, do you try and move Trey Lance out? I don't know. Because you still really have no idea if he's good or not. Like, I have no idea if Trey Lance is good or not.
Am I tripping, or didn't Trey Lance somehow get injured last year too? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't think he did.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking he got hurt in a camp or practice or something like that.
I don't think they didn't plan on starting him last year at all.
Okay.
Yeah, they wouldn't let Jimmy get that year out, and then they hoped to move him, but then they couldn't move him. So
yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy can get $5 million in incentives this year just by finishing out the season. Then he gets extra $200,000 for every game plays 25% snaps, and it's like he can get that the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So salute to him. I think they're lucky. I think the luckiest happened in week 2, but I feel like by week 6 and not starting, he would have been disengaged.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
He'd be like, you want me to do what? I haven't looked at the playbook in a month.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Like,
you know how many GQ photo shoots I have lined up? I can't make it to practice.
You remember Mike Vick went to the Jets for that year?
Who?
Mike Vick, when he went to the Jets for that random season.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was like, I wasn't even looking. I had no intention on playing. I didn't even really study the book.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was ever gonna have to get in the game. I was just there.
I'm just here to collect a check, sir.
Yeah, I had no idea I'd actually get in the game. Sorry, I was not prepared for that aspect of things.
I have 2 more. I'll go this one first. Is Geno Smith good? No, but he really surprised me though against Denver week 1.
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy's able to show some flashes, but I don't think he's good.
He had that one game against Atlanta.
He did.
But at the end of the day, it was against Atlanta, which was one of the worst, if not the worst, passing defenses ever.
Yeah, it was a bad year that year, wasn't it? That was a bad year. Yeah, I don't think he's good. I think he's a solid gap quarterback, like the gap to the quarterback you want to have. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's your guy if you have serious plans of doing anything.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we're both going to have kind of the same answer here. Well, for the main cause, but is Russell Wilson good?
Oh, I'm so glad you went there because I really wanted to go there.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah.
I feel like my answer is
Wow, I'm surprised.
I don't think he's got it, bro. I don't think he's got it anymore.
I think it's been evident for the past 2 years now, too.
He's been in decline, and it looks bad.
It does.
Now, granted, Nathaniel Hackett is not helping things.
See, that was it. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Did you hear that the fans were counting down the play clock for them? Because he had burned like all his timeouts with 7 minutes left.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Fans started counting the play clock down. Like, the thing with Hackett, right? I was willing to give him a pass on the Monday night game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was willing to move past because I'm an Andy Reid fan. I've watched Andy Reid mismanage clocks his entire time in Philadelphia. Okay, it's Andy Reid. I've seen it happen. Better coaches mismanaged clocks before. It was bad, but better coaches have done it. And it was his first game. I won't kill him for that. But then when the mic'd up stuff came out, and you see Tyler Lockett over there, like, hey, he using the same signals. Russ using the same signals. And they're reading Russ using the same signals he used in Seattle. Like, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Red flag. Red flag. Y'all didn't change the signals up?
Yeah.
For the game against this team he played for 10 years? Y'all didn't think that was the thing to do? And then we got this week with the running out of timeouts again.
I think, I didn't know about the signal thing. To me, that's kind of a little bit more of an indictment on Russ, in my opinion, just because I feel like Russ probably does have a decent amount of say of, especially like in signaling, because a lot of times like QBs who come up with, but where I was totally out on Nathaniel Hackett was, go ahead. That, I was going to give him the pass too from week 1, but then I didn't know Nathaniel Hackett is the son of a coach. I didn't know Nathaniel Hackett grew up in this game of coaching. And I was like, then there's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse for that.
Poorly. He grew up in coaching? And
yeah, apparently I think his dad was a coach. Yeah.
He came in the clock. That's yeah. Hey man, what's up with you, bro?
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't absorbed that ability now, you're never going to absorb it.
For real though. Like that. Nah, that's crazy. That's wow. Okay.
Yeah. But no, Russ isn't good though.
Anymore. I think his numbers were 14 for 31 years. At one point he was like 4 for 20. And I was like, ooh.
One time I looked at his stat line, I think he was like 4 for 16 or something like that.
Yeah, it was not a good day. It was real, and that was the Texans, bro.
Yeah.
You have to play the Chargers twice.
Yeah.
You have to play the Raiders twice. You have to play the Chiefs. Like, that's not good. And they signed up for 5 years of that, bro.
What's funny too is thinking people like picking the Broncos too out of that division.
Right. Yeah.
They got Russ. That's all they need now.
Definitely one of the Broncos, like, and I do still feel like they are like a quarterback away, but not that one. Not anymore.
They're a quarterback and a coach away.
A quarterback and a coach, yeah. QNC, yeah.
I feel like I did have somebody else too. How bad do you feel for Lamar Jackson?
Bruh. That's it. I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up too, because I have to read this stat now. Who that's in Josh. This is from Jeff Zrybeck. I'm gonna say Zrybeck. Sorry, I probably mispronounced the name. But like he's gonna listen. He's some writer in Baltimore. He's not gonna listen. Check this out. You ready for this? The Ravens RB trio of Kenyon Drake, Mike Davis, and Justice Hill has 29 carries through 2 games. 10 of those carries have gone for 0 or negative yards. Another 6 of those carries have gained just 1 yard. So 16 of 29 carries have gone for 1 yard or less. Hey, dog. I ain't gonna lie, bro. My thing with the Ravens is, if y'all not gonna pay Lamar, can y'all get the medical staff better? Because y'all got a lot of injuries. So your secondary for one. J.K. Dobbins has to come back yet. Gus Edwards is out. Like, y'all, the help is needed. Help is desperately needed up there, man. Because Lamar did his thing yesterday. He did his thing, and 35 points should be enough to win a game. No matter what happens next, 35 points should be enough to get you a win and be able to kill the clock. You should be able to do that. And what I was reading on the from Ravens fans was that they think the offense got too stagnant because they were trying to kill the clock. Like they had that running game. They just don't have it this year. They don't have that game this year. Lamar is like that. People were saying Lamar's been the running game for 3 years. Yeah. That doesn't mean you don't want to run it back too, though. You do.
Now,
you want to run it back.
Who did the Ravens play last week?
They played the Jets. The Jets.
Okay. Now, yeah, the Jets. I still don't know like exactly where that defense is at. I'll give them the pass for this week because I mean, New England, that's the one thing they're really good at always is shutting the run down. So I'm pretty sure they probably came in scheming up like, hey, the only person who's going to run on us is Lamar, if somebody does run on us.
Dolphins.
Oh, they played Dolphins last week.
You said New England. No, they played the Jets last week. They played Dolphins. You said the Patriots. You said New England.
Then forget everything I just said. I'm on crack. They
played Tua, man. They played Tua this week. It's good.
They're basically the same, right? Miami defense, New England defense. So basically,
I mean, Brian Flores
right?
was Brian Flores. Patriots principal was there, so
exactly. It's the same thing. I'm sorry, I was right either way.
I just want to create a team name. I was thinking, he's messed up the name. It's fine.
Yeah, but I only have one criticism of Lamar Jackson, and I know a small handful of people are going to be like, whoa, you're really reaching for straws here. But that's when you come to do, when you're going to criticize somebody who is an elite talent, you got to start grabbing for straws.
You got to grab something.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to find holes because, I mean, we do it. And I think it's fair. I mean, the people are elite. So you got to find. So just in my one little criticism, and it's been my main criticism for Lamar in his career so far, and I think he'll eventually get it down, but that like, he overthrew Mark Andrews in the end zone on that rail route.
He did.
And that would have sealed the game right there. And that's just it. I mean, that's the one little criticism I have.
His accuracy is not perfect. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not as, I think the thing is the way people talk about it when they criticize, I'm like, he can't throw it all. It's like, stop doing that. Like, he's not a perfect passer at all. He's not perfect at that. But he has some bad misses sometimes. He does. But it's like people, like the way you did it is how you should do it. People be like, he can't throw. That's why somebody 2 weeks ago, Lamar can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
You just don't watch football. It's all you're telling me. Watch football. It's all you're telling me.
But that's where I get into, I think I just get, or in my friend group, I get more of the, I don't know, because that's when we start talking about the elite quarterbacks and who would you rather have in these situational times. Like a lot of times I am arguing for somebody else. I would rather have a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen in these different situations because of the accuracy.
Yeah, I'd rather have Mahomes over everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Allen's close to me because I think Allen, as much as he's improved, I do feel like having the Stephon Diggs effect helps a lot. Whereas Lamar's never had a receiver that great. You know, because you can afford to miss a little bit and that guy's gonna go get it, you know. So I do think that helps too. So I'm curious about, and Greg Roman, that guy. He's good at what he's good at, but like the other things he needs to be good at, he just don't help. Greg's like, I got this plan. This is the only plan I got. What happens if that plan don't work? This is our plan. We're going with this. That's what we're going with today, you know? But no, Lamar's accuracy is definitely the one question. And it does, and in Terry moments like that, it does show up sometimes. It for sure does. But but now Madden, give me Lamar.
Well, if we record tomorrow, I guess we can continue the game with we'll start it with is Jalen Hurts good?
Yes, sir. Hey, my optometrist just pointed out to me today that if Jalen got to win, so Alabama can be 3-0 this weekend. Alabama can be 3-0.
Oh yeah. We need that.
Yeah, for sure. But so we'll wrap this up. Thank y'all for listening to good. Snap this episode.
I like it. Good.
It's a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt in there somewhere.
It is. Yeah.
In there somewhere.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank y'all. We out.
Peace.